Greetings, citizens of the world. On September 13, the U.S. State Department announced they would be banning the issuance of new travel visas for certain citizens from 4 specific countries due to their refusal in accepting their own people who'd been deported from the U.S., according to the Washington Examiner. One of those nations was Cambodia, and their refusal to accept deportees back into their own country has forced Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials to release some 1,900 Cambodians who had been slated for deportation. The ban on new visas for Cambodians was narrowly tailored and only applied to senior foreign ministry employees and their families, and would be lifted as soon as Cambodia agreed to cooperate in accepting deportees. However, rather than cooperate with the State Department or immigration officials, Cambodia decided to retaliate, according to ABC News, and announced the suspension of recovery efforts led by U.S. military teams that are searching for the remains of U.S. soldiers lost in the Southeast Asian nation during the Vietnam War. It is estimated that there are some 48 American soldiers who remain unaccounted for and whose remains are believed to be somewhere in Cambodia. Cambodia has called the repatriation of their convicted citizens bad and inhumane and have sought to amend or redo a 2002 agreement they reached with the U.S. on repatriation. The nation's oppressive regime has also accused the U.S. government of supporting their opposition, and have taken umbrage at American criticism of their heavy-handed tactics against the opposition party and independent media outlets. The CERT cooperation is postponed until a number of issues are resolved between Cambodia and the United States, announced Prime Minister Hun Sen through pro-regime media outlet Fresh News, according to Reuters. Sen indicated that searches would be permitted to resume once ties between the two nations had been adequately restored. It is worth noting that Cambodia still remains somewhat sore in regard to the Vietnam War, asserting that the U.S. has never officially apologized for dropping bombs in their country or making cross-border raids in pursuit of Vietnamese communist guerrillas that utilized the border region to strike at U.S. forces. Cambodia has also demanded that the U.S. government forgive debts that were incurred by a pro-Western military regime that was ousted by the communist Khmer Rouge regime, one that committed wanton genocide during the mid to late 1970s. Hopefully, issues will be worked out diplomatically and the search for the remains of missing U.S. soldiers will quickly resume, as there remain many families who are still waiting for proper closure regarding their lost service members. Please share this article on Facebook and Twitter to let everyone know what Cambodia